Well, on election night, tens of thousands either voted in person or dropped off their ballots to a vote center, or maybe they just decided to wait to the last minute to mail it in. Either way, Fresno County saw a mediocre voter turnout. Joining me now is the hardest working man on election night, along with his staff and volunteers, Fresno County Clerk James Coos. Welcome back. How are you?
Thank you.
Did you get a little bit of sleep?
Only a little bit on election night. Yeah, we were up and going until after 1 o'clock.
I did just mention the mediocre turnout here, about 26% for Fresno County, a tad north of 500,000 registered voters. How many votes are totaled in?
So we're up to 150,000 votes that have now been tabulated, with another 40 to 50,000 still to go, which will get us to about 40% turnout. Actually, on election day, it was very active, and it was a good turnout on election day. The overall total turnout is probably low for gubernatorial general election in Fresno County.
Wow. So overall, you're looking at about what?
Real close to 200,000 in the end.
Okay. So, well, we'll see what happens next Tuesday, right? Because obviously Tuesday will that be your last vote count, or you're going to have a couple more?
It won't be our last. Yeah,
okay.
We'll have several more, but the vast majority of the remaining ballots will be counted and reported on Tuesday.
You know, Mother Nature played a role on voting night, right? And there was a couple of vote centers in Clovis that lost power for a little bit of time. Did that have an impact on your night?
It had an impact on my night, but I hope that it didn't have much of an impact on the voters' nights. While we did lose power at 2 vote centers for about an hour, those vote centers were still able to process voters, just a bit slower, and we did encourage voters who wanted to be processed right away to go to nearby vote centers. Power was restored with over an hour and a half remaining in the night, so everyone was able to get through and vote really before even 8:30.
You know, last week we talked about voter fraud and voter intimidation. Any of that?
Nothing out of the ordinary. A couple voters who were unhappy about this or that at their vote centers, so getting a little aggrieved. No serious events anywhere. Nothing even exciting on the electioneering side. Their candidates were all great, so really a very quiet night, quiet day, except maybe until that little excitement right at the end with the power outage.
You know, I think there's this sentiment, and I've seen this around social media, and a lot of people, they want instant gratification. We don't get that on election night anymore. We do not get a final tally of the numbers. Will that ever change, or is this how it's going to be?
Not in the foreseeable future in California. The California legislature is very supportive of vote-by-mail processes, and we now mail a ballot to every voter in California, no matter whether a county is a Voters' Choice Act like we are or a regular polling place in other counties. So I think the legislature is not going to change that approach to elections. They see it as a way of improving turnout. I don't know if we've necessarily seen that. So as long as we have such high numbers of vote by mail on election day, you can't have answers right away, instantaneously.
All right. Well, you did a wonderful job along with your staff and volunteers. They were safe?
They were safe. They were great. I gotta say, all of our election workers or volunteers did a wonderful job.
Are you expecting any recounts?
That we will have to see. Now, recounts aren't decided until we actually certify around December 8th. We have some very close races out there, but a recount can be expensive. So we'll see how that works out for some candidates and campaigns.
All right, James Coos, Fresno County Clerk. Appreciate the time and the job. Appreciate it.